The space of non-fungible tokens, or in short, NFTs, has grown exponentially over the past year, and this produced quite a few consequences. For once, there are thousands of NFT projects spawning every single day, and the entire space resembles a lot of what we've seen during previous hype cycles, with initial coin offerings, initial DEX offerings, initial exchange offerings, and whatnot. However, those of you who've dug a bit deeper into the NFT universe undoubtedly notice the increasing number of scam projects or NFT creators who are here only for the money, and how hard it's becoming to pick an NFT collection that has the chance of becoming successful. So today, I'm going to teach you the top 12 things you need to consider before jumping into buying any NFT. Hi guys, and welcome back to Crypto Potato, where we educate on everything crypto. Before we dive into the video, you should know that I'm not a financial advisor and none of this is financial advice. The content is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and you should always carry out your own research and not risk investing more than you can afford to lose. So, if you're ready, let's get started with the very first thing you should look at in any NFT project. But that's actually true for every crypto project around: the team, expertise, and partnerships. Over the past few years, we saw an exciting phenomenon come to prominence within the cryptocurrency community, and that's anonymous founders. While considered a massive red flag in the past, this requires a bit more digging in the present. Just because the team is anonymous doesn't mean that you should dismiss their NFT collection. Remember, the Bored Ape Yacht Club was created by a completely anonymous team, and no one knew their identity for a long time before they were brought to light, supposedly against their will. By the time this had happened, however, BAYC NFTs were at peak floor prices of $300,000 per ape, and no one had doubts in the team. Therefore, instead of looking to verify the team's identity, try to verify their accomplishments and credibility. Anonymous developers can still be very professional and dedicated, and public teams can also end up being scammers. So, try to research a bit deeper and find out whether or not the team has merit. Another thing to consider is if they have any disclosed partnerships and collaborations with well-known developers with proven track records. Community. A community that's doing its best to represent the collection and even more to push it further is something that you should definitely look for when choosing a project to invest in. However, be aware that a large part of the broader NFT community is in Discord, and there are many projects who tend to use bots to artificially inflate the community and make it appear as a vibrant one. Bots are easily spotted as long as you do proper research. Remember, a proper community attempts to add value instead of asking the blatant questions. When mint? When moon? Roadmap. Good projects tend to have considerate roadmaps, although this might not always be the case, and it's not to say that all good projects start off with a roadmap, but more often than not, they would. You need to see how achievable the roadmap is and look for massive promises in ridiculously low timeframes. If you spot something of the kind, it might be a good idea to reconsider. Good projects grow steadily and they don't rush deliveries. They prefer quality over quantity, and they don't rely on every new code push to pump up their floor price. Artwork. Looking for artwork that's unique used to be a good bet, but nowadays that's really not enough. It needs to be recognizable, albeit a derivative. At the end of the day, art is subjective. Not everyone perceives it the same. CryptoPunks might not seem like the best artwork, but The CryptoPunks, coders, and builders, they might resonate. A perfectly well-drawn NFT with all the details might look like something very beautiful to you, but might not be perceived well by the community. Also, try to be in line with the trends. What can go viral? Website. Again, with NFTs, it's not that important for the website to be a complicated string of features and perfect visuals. However, it needs to show that the team put some thought in it, and it didn't just blast it in a couple of hours to pull off yet another cash grab. Don't fade meme culture. While not every meme-based NFT project is successful, fading memes is a mistake. It might not have sound economic logic behind it, but that's what the crowd likes. Moreover, memes are now an integral part of the cryptocurrency market, and they can no longer be ignored. It's absolutely no coincidence that the most expensive NFT collection to date, the Bored Ape Yacht Club, represents apes. The term "let's ape in" a certain cryptocurrency became hot during the DeFi summer in 2020, and it's one of the most popular memes in the community. Exclusivity. If there are tens of thousands of people battling to mint, chances are a lot of them are looking to flip it for a profit and relist it immediately. This is currently reality, and it looks a lot like the IDO mania from last year when people were battling to get on the whitelist and then market dump the soonest they could. Moreover, big companies are entering the NFT space. We already saw brands like Samsung, Adidas, Nike, and many more take part in some shape or form. This means that as time goes by, blue chip NFT collections will be those that had been well funded from the get-go, making the barrier to success a lot higher. What blockchain? The overwhelming majority of particularly successful NFT collections is built on Ethereum. It's also no coincidence that out of all of the top NFT marketplaces, those built on Ethereum have more volume, even though NFT trading volumes on Solana also skyrocket every now and then. It seems like Ethereum remains predominant, consistent. Influencers and celebrities. This should also be taken with a grain of salt because we've seen some crypto projects who were backed by celebrities to turn out to be complete scams. In January 2022, the most recent example came from a project called Ethereum Max that was promoted by top-ranked celebs such as Kim Kardashian and Floyd Mayweather, both of whom are sued for their involvement. Therefore, you need to be very selective and make sure to carefully see what influencers and celebrities stand behind the project, if any. Their reputation is what you should be considering here. Volume and price. Blue chip projects tend to perform better than others in terms of both volume and price after they hit the open market. Non-fungible tokens are just that, non-fungible. This means that, unlike trading cryptocurrencies, you need to actually find a buyer for your particular NFT. You can't just hit the sell button and liquidate it. This means that projects that have good liquidity should be preferred to those that don't for this exact reason. Getting into a collection with steadily declining volume means that you risk failing in selling your NFTs and being stuck with them until a buyer pops up. Holders, diversification. In general, you'd expect for a good project to be backed by a large number of holders. Of course, there's a caveat here that one person can create multiple Ether addresses and hold more NFTs. But regardless of this, you want to see a decent number of holders, making the entire series less centralized. Utility and copyright. In terms of utility, a good way to gauge whether or not a project is worth prior to the mint is to check the roadmap. It's already out there. It's a bit easier because you'll have some sort of history to work with. What's the team doing for its NFT holders? Are they standing idle and enjoying the proceeds of the mint, or are they actively developing the project and furthering its use case? In a nutshell, check if you, as a holder, are entitled to something else besides a verifiably non-fungible JPEG. In terms of copyrights, there's really no need to be a lawyer, but every NFT collection decides what to allow and restrict when it comes to copyright. So, here we are, at the end of this video tutorial. Well, it looks like non-fungible tokens have cemented their place in the cryptocurrency industry in a decisive way, and there's no doubt that they're here to stay. However, as the hype boils, scams escalate too, and hopefully the tips I've just shared will be of use when picking up a collection to jump into. If you've enjoyed this video, then please don't forget to like and subscribe, and most importantly, share with your like-minded friends that Crypto Potato is the go-to place for reliable crypto education. Until next time, see ya.